Good morning, students. Welcome back to our economics first year class. Okay, so in our previous videos, we have done with our important questions of 5th chapter, that is about the perfect competition and also the classification of market. Okay, so just I will once revise what do you mean by perfect competition and what are all these things we will just discuss over here. Okay, so as we have discussed, just I'm repeating what I have discussed in previous class. Okay, why? Because that is most important question and compulsory question. If you prepare with that question, 10 marks guarantee for your exam. Okay, so that question is perfect competition. What is perfect competition? Perfect competition, it is a market where there are large number of buyers and large number of sellers selling homogeneous goods. Large number of buyers and sellers selling homogeneous goods. So if you see the features of this perfect competition, large number of buyers and sellers, homogeneous goods, the goods are homogeneous. Okay, and there is no artificial restrictions. No artificial restrictions in the perfect competition. Neither buyer will have restrictions nor seller will have any restrictions here. So no artificial restrictions, no transport cost. Okay, along with that, we can say here, firm and industry are one and the same. Firm and industry are same. There is perfect mobility of factors of production, and both buyers and sellers will have the full knowledge of market. Okay, so these are the features of perfect competition. Now, after the features, we have done with the price determination. As we have seen, neither buyer nor as we have seen here, neither buyer nor seller will determine the price. So, industry determines price based on market forces, demand and supply. Based on market forces, demand and supply, price will be determined by the industry. Means neither buyer will decide the price, neither seller will decide the price. So how price is determined? How we get the equilibrium price here? See, this is the price, quantity demanded and quantity supplied. So if you see, if price is 10 rupees, demand will be 60 units. If price is 20 rupees, demand is 50 units, because as the price increases, our demand decreases. Same thing we have discussed in our previous class. 30, 40. If price is 40 rupees, then demand will decrease to 30 units, 30 kgs. And if price increases to 50, demand decreases to 20. Similarly, supply, you see what happens in supply. As the price increases, our supply also increases. So we can say 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So this is how the equilibrium price we will determine based on demand and supply. So what is the equilibrium price here? 40 is the equilibrium price. So what do you mean by equilibrium price? It is a point where quantity demand is equals to quantity supply. In perfect competition, industry determines the equilibrium price. Okay. So that we have to write for 2 marks. Same again in the graph also we can show over here. Quantity demanded and supply, price here. Because there is a negative relation for price and demand curve slope downwards. And because of positive relation between price and supply curve slope upwards. Okay, so where supply and demand both are equal, that is at 30 rupees, 40 units of quantity demanded and 40 units of quantity supplied. So this is called as equilibrium price. Okay, so for your 2 marks, you will get this equilibrium price. Whereas this perfect competition, it is a compulsory 10 marks question. Okay, so this is how you have to, first you will give the introduction, you will write down the features of perfect competition, and then you will write down the price determination under perfect competition. Okay, so hope this perfect competition is clear for you. Then next question today we are going to discuss is your 5 marks question, that is monopoly and its features. So this will be your 5 marks question from this chapter. What is a monopoly? So here we can say mono means single, and poly means seller. Okay, so what we can say about the monopoly? It is a market situation where there is only single seller. Means in the market only one firm will be producing that type of commodity. No other firm will make such commodities. Okay, so there is a market, this is a market situation where there is only a single seller. So here we can say there are no close substitute and single seller is unaffected by the price and output of other products which are produced in the economy. So here we can say single seller is not affected by price and output of other products in the economy. So here we can say single seller is not affected by other price and output of other products or other firms. That this market is called as monopoly market. So in India, we can take example for railways. Railways is a monopoly, right? By monopoly, mostly monopoly will be there for the government sectors, not for private sectors. Okay, so here we will write down the features of monopoly. What are the features of monopoly? So here we can see the first feature is that a single firm produces the output. Only one firm will be there which will produce the goods in the market. So, which will produce the goods in the market. So, what is the first feature of monopoly? A single firm produces the goods in the market. Only one firm will produce. No other firm will produce here. Then, next feature of monopoly is no substitute goods. No substitute goods are available. No substitute goods are available. Means no substitute. Substitute means what? In place of one, we are using another one. So there are no substitutes that are available in no substitutes available in the market. Okay, because only one firm is producing the product, only that product will be there, no competitors will be there, no same type of product will be available to substitute the good. And also under monopoly, there are strong barriers for entry and exit of the firm. Strong barriers for the entry and exit of the firm. That means entry of new firms, we can say. Any new firm cannot enter in this type of market because only one firm will be producing the product. There are strong barriers. Strong barriers means what? Strong restrictions are there. Means they won't give permissions for any other new firm to enter into such type of business, to enter into such type of production. So there are strong barriers for entry and exit of new firms. Okay, and in monopoly, we can say industry and firm are one and the same. So you can see here, industry and firm are one and the same. Generally, in perfect competition, we have seen the difference between firm and industry. Industry means group of firms which produce the same type of commodity. Firm means what? An individual unit. Okay, so here industry and firm both are one and the same. Why? Because only one firm will be producing the product. That itself is the industry. So industry and firm are one and the same here. And another important feature of monopoly is that producer can control both price and output. Right? You can see here, producer can control both price and output, but producer cannot determine both at the same time. So here we can say, but cannot determine both at same time. So here we can say producer can determine both price and quantity of output, how much he will supply in the market. Both he can determine how much price should be there, how much quantity he is supplying. Both he can determine at a time, but both simultaneously will not be done. Any one he is doing means if he is controlling the price, automatically quantity output supplied will be changing. If he is controlling the supply, price will change automatically. So these are the features here. And one more feature we have for monopoly, that is producer aims at maximizing profits. As it is a single firm producing the product, single seller will be there in the market. Monopolist aims at maximum profits with minimum cost. So here we can say monopolist aims at maximizing profits with minimum cost. So see, what is monopoly? Mono means single, poly means seller. Monopoly is a market where there is only single seller in the market. Single seller is not affected by price and output of other products in the economy. Okay, so only one firm will be producing the product. No close substitutes are available to that firm. And a single firm produces the goods in the market. Only one firm will produce such type of commodity. No substitutes are available. Here we can say no close substitutes are available for that particular commodity. And strong barriers for entry and exit of the new firms. Strong restrictions are there where permissions are not given for entry as well as exit. Industry and firm are one and the same because only one firm is there, single firm. That is the reason both firm itself is the industry itself is the firm. Producer can control both price and quantity but cannot determine both at same time. Producer can control price and quantity here, means he can increase the price, he can decrease the price. He can increase the quantity supplied and he can decrease the quantity supplied. But both at a time he will not do. If he increases the price, supply automatically changes. If he decreases the price, supply automatically changes. Similarly, if quantity supplied is increasing, price will be automatically changing. So that way, both will not change at a time. And monopolist aims at maximizing profits with minimum cost. So every time the pricing which is done by monopolist will be in the form that he tries to get maximum profits with minimum cost. So these are the features of monopoly and important question for your 5 marks. Very simple and easy question. These points you have to explain for 5 marks here. Okay, so this is about the monopoly. Just go through once. Now, after this monopoly, we will do with another important question, that is monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition. This is also your 5 marks question. So totally in this chapter, you will have 1 LAQ, 1 SAQ and 2 VSAQs compulsory. Your LAQ will be perfect competition or classification of market. SAQs will be monopoly or monopolistic competition. Okay. So monopolistic competition. What is this monopolistic competition? Generally, we have discussed with perfect competition as well as monopoly. If you see in reality, we do not have complete perfect competition market where there will be same products, homogeneous goods and many sellers will be there, but homogeneous goods, everyone are selling the same type of good will not be there. And monopoly, except in that government, we don't find the monopoly here. Okay, so monopolistic competition is what? In reality, so the real situation is both combined together. So we can say monopolistic competition is a combination of perfect competition and monopoly. It is a combination of both perfect competition and monopoly. Okay, so here it is neither. So in the real market, if we see, there is neither perfect competition nor monopoly. So what we have in reality? In reality, we have monopolistic competition. So what is monopolistic competition? Just we will see the features of this. As I told, it is a combination of both perfect competition and monopoly. First feature, large number of firms. Means in this type of market, there are large number of firms, but compared to perfect competition, the number is less. Like perfect competition, we do not have more, but compared to monopoly, we have large number of firms producing the commodity and number of producers are more. No one producer controls the total output in the market. Means one firm will not have control over the product in the market. So we can say here, under monopolistic competition, there are large number of firms. But compared to perfect competition, that is less. But compared to monopoly, it is considerably more in number. Okay. And no one firm has the control of price or output. So here we can say only one firm will not control the price. So industry will exist. Large number of firms, they produce the product which are differentiated. Product differentiation. See, product differentiation means what? In perfect competition, they are selling same type of product. But product differentiation here, differentiated product, where many firms produce different products, but the product of each firm is differentiated in some way or the other. Okay, so you can just say what is product differentiation? Product of each firm is differentiated in some or other way. Okay, product is differentiated in some or the other way. So like in what way they will do? They will differentiate like in the form of brand name or trademark, etc. Means either with the brand name they differentiate the product, or with the trademark they will differentiate the product. So that is what we say product differentiation. Okay. Then next feature of monopolistic competition is freedom of entry and exit. Freedom of entry and freedom of exit. As you see in perfect competition, we have free entry and free exit. Means whenever it is profitable to the firms, new firms will enter the industry. Whenever all the firms are earning profits, new firms will enter the industry. Whereas whenever the firms are earning losses, some firms may leave the industry. So that situation we observe in monopolistic competition. There is a freedom of entry and freedom of exit. Also, another feature of monopolistic competition is competitive advertisements. Competitive advertisement, and firms will incur selling cost, right? So here, most of the firms, as they produce differentiated product, they depend mostly on advertisement. So what is this selling cost? Selling cost is the cost other than cost of production. The cost other than cost of production. Or we can say cost incurred on advertisements or sales promotion. That is called as selling cost. Remember, selling cost is also important for your 2 marks. Okay. So what is selling cost? Selling cost means cost other than cost of production. Means other than cost of production, to sell the product. What is the cost we are incurring? To sell the product means what? Once the product is made by the producer, now you sell them in the market. When you are selling, you say that this product quality is good. This product is used by so and so celebrity, like advertisements we will do. So that for all that, we will incur additional expenditure. So that additional expenditure other than cost of production is called as selling cost. So under monopolistic competition, as the product of each firm is differentiated, each firm will do the advertisements and they incur selling cost. And next we can see the elasticity will be higher elasticity, more elastic demand. More elastic demand means what here? if price of one commodity increases, demand for another commodity will be high. So, more elastic demand means what? Change in demand is greater than, more than change in price. What is more elastic demand? Change in demand is more than change in price. That means if one firm increases the price of the commodity, demand for another firm product will be high. So demand changes are more than price changes. So the demand curve of a firm under monopolistic slope downward from left to right. It is highly elastic and not like perfect competition. So more elastic demand will be there. Also, both firm and industry will exist in the market. Firm and industry will be there. Why? Because the firm means what? Individual company. Industry means what? Group of companies. So as a monopolistic competition, as it is combination of perfect competition and monopoly, as I said, there are large number of firms. Firms will be there, individual firms will be there, and also industry. Group of firms is called as an industry. So industry will be there in the market. So this is the monopolistic competition. Just see what is monopolistic competition. If you see, in reality, in real world market situation, both perfect competition and monopoly does not exist. Does not exist. So what will be there? What market? Now in reality, whatever the goods and services are produced in the market, what market we call it as? We call it as monopolistic competition. Means it is a combination of both perfect competition as well as monopoly. Same like perfect competition, there are large number of sellers, but not many sellers like perfect competition. Compared to monopoly, there are large number of sellers. And product differentiation will be done. Product of each firm, goods of each firm is differentiated in some or the other way, like their brand name or trademark or packaging or labeling. Any way they may differentiate their product. Freedom of entry and exit. So as there are many firms entering the firms can enter, new firms can enter the industry whenever the firms in earning profits, and whenever the firms are earning losses, the firms may leave the industry. So we can say there is a free entry and free exit. Competitive advertisement and selling cost. As most of the producers are producing same type of commodity, there is a advertisement. They depend mostly on advertisements because they have to differentiate their product. In advertisements, they say the same thing. My product is different from so and so product, like that. Selling cost will be incurred over here. Selling cost is the cost other than cost of production. Okay, and we can say the cost incurred on advertisements, sale promotion, or the expenditure which is incurred by the firm to sell their product. That is called as selling cost. And elasticity of demand will be high. Means when there is a change, that when the price is changing, demand changes are more than price changes. So that is called as more elastic demand. And firm and industry are one and the same here because there exists firm and there exists industry. Now here in this market, who will decide the price? Individual firm. Though there are large number of firms, as I said, it is a combination of monopoly. Firm has the right to determine the price because they will differentiate their product from another good. When they are differentiating, they have the price control. Okay, so this way we have monopolistic competition. Okay, so just see what are the questions we have discussed over here. This perfect competition question is for 10 marks. Okay, it is a compulsory question for your 10 marks. You have to write down the introduction, features, and price determination. You should explain the table and the graph, which we have done in our previous class. Okay, then next is the monopoly. Monopoly, it is for 5 marks. You should give the introduction. Then you will be writing the features of the monopoly. Next is monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition also you give the introduction, right? Like in reality, both perfect competition and monopoly does not exist. And it is a combination of perfect competition and monopoly. So you have to write the features and you should explain these features. Hope you got these questions here. Right. Next, we will do with our VSAQs of this chapter. So 2 VSAQs you will get from this chapter. Just we will discuss one by one what are the VSAQs we have. Okay. First question, market. What is a market? A market is a place where buying and selling activity takes place. Or we can say it is a place where buyers and sellers exchange goods and services. Okay, so this is called as market. It is a place where buyers and sellers exchange goods and services. Okay, now the second VSAQ you have here, time-based market. What are time-based markets? So, market based on time, they are divided into very short period market, and long period market. Very short period. What do we mean? Like yesterday class we have discussed. What is very short period market? In this, supply cannot be changed. In very short period market, supply cannot be changed. In short period market, supply can be changed by changing or increasing variable factors. When producer can increase the supply by increasing the output, by increasing the variable factors, that time period comes under short period. Where in long period, supply can be changed completely. Okay, so this time-based market is divided into very short period, and long period. Very short period, where producer cannot change the supply. And short period, where producer can increase the supply by increasing variable factors. Long period market, producer can increase or decrease the supply, or he can make changes in the product because all factors are variable. Now, third your VSAQ is area-based markets. Next VSAQ is area-based market. Market based on area. We have local market, national market, local market, national market, and international market. So, what is local market? Within the local area. When a firm sells their product within the local area, that is called as local market. Within local area. Whereas national market, within the boundaries of the country. Within the boundaries of our country, when a firm is supplying their product, that is called as national market. International market, outside the boundaries of the country. This is called as area-based market. Means based on area, market is classified into local market, national market, international market. You should explain one line. So this completes your 2 marks question. Then after this, you will discuss. Next question will be monopoly. As we have studied just now, what is a monopoly? It is a market where there is single firm producing the product, and no close substitutes are available. No close substitutes for that commodity, as well as monopolist have, producer have control over, or producer can determine both price and output, where he can determine both price and output. So how you will write this monopoly? Monopoly is a market situation where there is a single firm producing the product, no close substitutes are available for that product, and producer can determine both price and output. So these points you explain for monopoly, your 2 marks question is done. Now, next question we have. Next question is monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition. As we have studied just now, what is monopolistic competition? In reality, neither perfect competition nor monopoly exists. So, it is a combination of both perfect competition and monopoly. So when you're writing for 2 marks, you have to write in this way. It is in reality, in real world, there is neither perfect competition nor monopoly. So monopolistic competition exists. It is a combination of both perfect competition and monopoly, where large number of firms produce the goods which are differentiated. The goods which are differentiated from other firms. Okay, so product differentiation will be there. And also we can say firms incur selling cost. This is called as monopolistic competition. So when you get your answer for 2 marks, you should write these 3 points. Okay, in reality, neither perfect competition exists nor monopoly exists. So there is this monopolistic competition, which is a combination of both perfect competition and monopoly. In this market, there are large number of firms produce the goods which are differentiated from each other. And all the firms in this market incur selling cost. This will be your 2 marks question. Next 2 marks question is oligopoly. Oligopoly is what? It is a market where there are very few sellers producing either homogeneous goods, either homogeneous goods or differentiated products. Or differentiated products. So here we can say very few sellers will be there in the market where they may sell the same product or different product. And each firm has direct influence upon either other firms. So this way we can write the monopoly here, oligopoly. Then next question will be duopoly. In a market where only two sellers produce the goods, either same product or differentiated product. Only two producers exist in the market. So here also we can say either homogeneous goods or differentiated goods will be produced. Homogeneous or differentiated goods will be produced by the producers. It is called as limited form of oligopoly. It is called as limited form of oligopoly. These 3 points you have to write for your 2 marks. See, only two firms produce the goods, or we can say in a market only two firms exist. They produce either homogeneous goods or differentiated goods. And it is also called as limited form of oligopoly. This is your duopoly. Next question. Equilibrium price. What is equilibrium price? Industry determines the price. Industry determines the price based on market forces, demand and supply. So, where demand is equals to supply, that is equilibrium price. That is equilibrium price. So, you can just give the graph here, like so you can just do the graph here. That is where our demand and supply both are equal. This is the equilibrium price. So for this you will get 2 marks. Okay, industry determines the price based on market forces, demand and supply. Where demand is equals to supply, that is called as equilibrium price. So you draw this graph. This is enough for 2 marks. Next 2 marks question. Product differentiation. Product differentiation. What is product differentiation? In monopolistic competition, firms produce differentiated products from each other. Okay. Goods of one firm and other are differentiated by brand name or trademark, etc. When the product is differentiated on any of the feature, we call it as product differentiation. So this product differentiation is followed in monopolistic competition. And your last 2 marks question is selling cost. As we have discussed just now, what is selling cost? It is cost other than cost of production. It is cost other than cost of production. Or firm incurs expenditure. Firm incurs expenditure on advertisement, sales promotion, advertisements or sales promotion, etc. This expenditure is called sales promotion or advertisement to sell the commodity, not to make the commodity. Once the product is made, they want to sell them in the market. So to sell whatever the expenditure is incurred, we call it as selling cost. Okay, so these are the VSAQs you have to prepare from this chapter. Just go through these VSAQs once. Right. First question is your market. It is a place where buyers and sellers exchange goods and services, or where buying and selling activity takes place. Time-based market. Market is divided based on time into very short period and long period. You should explain one point for that. Area-based markets. Based on area, market is divided into local market, national market, and international market. Local means within the boundaries of local area. National within the boundaries of the country. International throughout the world, outside the boundaries of the country. Next, monopoly. It is a market where only one firm produces the product. No close substitutes are available for that product. Producer can determine both price and output. Means producer is having, firm is having the price controlling. Next question, monopolistic competition. In reality, neither monopoly nor perfect competition exists. So in reality, the market situation, we call it as monopolistic, where it is a combination of both perfect competition and monopoly, where there are large number of firms producing the goods, which are differentiated from each other, and firms incur selling cost. Next, oligopoly. In this market, very few firms produce either homogeneous goods or differentiated product. There may be interdependence of the firms. You can add one more point. There may be firms interdependence. Next, you have duopoly. Duopoly is a market where there are only two firms which produce the goods. Two firms only exist in the market. Either they produce homogeneous goods or differentiated goods. It is called as limited form of oligopoly. Next, equilibrium price. Equilibrium price, where industry determines the price based on market forces, demand and supply, where demand is equals to supply, that is called as equilibrium price. So you have to do the graph for equilibrium price. Next question is your product differentiation. Product differentiation, goods of one firm and others are differentiated by either by brand name or trademark, etc. Product differentiation is followed in monopolistic competition. Next, you have selling cost. Selling cost, the cost other than cost of production. Firm incurs expenditure on advertisements and sales promotion to sell the commodity in the market. So this, where the expenditure to sell the commodity is called as selling cost. So these are the questions you have to prepare from this chapter. For 10 marks, you should prepare with perfect competition, compulsory question for LAQ. For 5 marks, monopoly and its features. Introduction, only points, no need to explain this one. Only these points you write, that is enough. And monopolistic competition, introduction, here you should explain the points. Large number of firms, product differentiation, free entry and exit, competitive advertisement, more elastic demand, firm and industry. You should explain these points. Right? 2 out of 2 5 marks, 1 5 marks you'll get compulsory, 1 LAQ perfect competition, and from these VSAQs you will get any 2 VSAQs. Total 17 marks easily you can score from this chapter. Very simple and easy chapter. So hope you all understood this one. In next class we'll start with next chapter. Thank you.